At my little brother's wedding, a catering girl I'd never met slipped me a padded envelope and whispered, "A man outside paid me to get this to the best man, but only when Dr. Whitfield isn't watching." Then she vanished into the kitchen, and across the tent, the bride's father slowly stopped smiling. I'm the best man. My brother Caleb was marrying Sienna, and her father, Dr. Whitfield, was the kind of man towns build statues of. Chief of surgery, hospital wing named after his family, gave a toast about integrity that got a standing ovation. The envelope in my jacket felt heavier than paper had any right to feel. I told Caleb I had to check on the gift table and locked myself in the groomsman's room. Inside the envelope, an old SD card, a folded copy of a newspaper clipping from 19 years ago, and a note in shaky handwriting. The clipping was about a hit and run on Route 30. A young father killed walking home, and the man convicted for it, a landscaper named Ruiz, sent away on circumstantial evidence. The note said, "Ruiz didn't do it. Look at the date stamp. I fixed the car 2 days later. I kept everything. I can't carry this into another family's happiness." My laptop was in my truck for the slideshow. I put the card in. Photos. A luxury sedan in a private garage. Front end caved in. Windshield spidered on the passenger side. Registration visible on the dash. Whitfield's. Date stamped 2 days after the hit and run. And one final photo of a repair invoice. Marked paid in cash. Customer name left blank, with a corner of a prescription pad visible in the frame. His prescription pad. An innocent man had done 19 years. The man responsible had just toasted my brother's integrity. There was a knock. "Everything all right in there?" Whitfield's voice, warm as a scalpel. I said I was steaming my jacket. Through the door. I saw one of the staff hand you something. Wedding crashers leave the strangest things. I opened the door with the envelope nowhere visible and told him it was breath mints from my mom. He smiled with his mouth only and walked with me, 3 steps behind, all the way back to the tent. Here's the one piece of luck in this story. Table 9. My old army buddy Marcus, Caleb's godbrother, is a county detective. I got him alone by the bar, told him not to react, and gave him everything. He scrolled through the photos with a face like poured concrete. At the Ruiz name, his jaw moved. "This case is famous in our office," he said quietly. "The conviction never sat right. There was always a missing vehicle." He looked up, found Whitfield watching us from beside the cake table, and said, "Go stand with your brother. Do not be alone tonight. I need to make 2 calls." I didn't make it to Caleb. Whitfield intercepted me by the coat check, gripped my shoulder like a proud father-in-law, and steered me toward the dark end of the hallway, smiling the entire time for anyone watching. "Whatever that woman gave you," he said pleasantly, "it belongs to me." "I don't know what you mean." His fingers dug in. "I have spent 19 years and a great deal of money making sure tonight's family never met that story. You will not be the one who introduces them. Hand it over, and my daughter has a beautiful wedding." "I can't," I said. "A detective has it." I watched 19 years of composure leave his face in about 2 seconds, and right on time, Marcus appeared at the end of the hallway with 2 plainclothes officers who had arrived without sirens. "Dr. Whitfield, let's talk outside." No handcuffs in front of the guests, just 3 men walking a 4th to the parking lot while the band played. Telling Caleb and Sienna was the hardest thing I've ever done. Sienna didn't scream. She went silent, then said, "The car. He always said his old sedan was stolen." She testified to that sentence at trial. So did I. So did the mechanic, Ernesto, 71 now, who had kept the photos, the invoice carbon, and the guilt for 19 years, and who broke down on the stand apologizing to the Ruiz family for every one of them. Mr. Ruiz was exonerated in the spring. Caleb and Sienna drove 4 hours to be in the courtroom when he walked out. She hugged him before her own mother. The wedding photos still exist. There's one of me and Caleb laughing during the toast, 20 minutes before the envelope. We look like men who believe the speech about integrity. Now the frame on my shelf holds a different photo, all of us outside the courthouse, and Ruiz in the middle, holding his granddaughter for the first time.